I'm James View.
And I'm Bob View. And together we're bandbforge. Alright, welcome back to the shop. I'm kind of going on and still getting tools that I need to help make hammers. In the last video I made the little tool to help not deform the cheeks. So on this one, I'm going to try to make a spring fuller. The way I've been doing them has been a little difficult. It's not exactly easy, and I can't get the fullers the way I want them. So what I have here is a piece of, I believe it's D2 or D3, I cannot remember. I got it from Yamez, and I don't know if y'all can see it. Maybe I've marked off on each end 3 inches in. Those are gonna actually be my fullers. So I'm gonna step it down, fuller. Those will be my fullers. And then I'm gonna draw out the rest of this. Now, I don't have a welder, and I want it to be a hardy tool. Lucky enough for me, the stock is right that it'll fit in my hardy hole. But if you're trying to figure out how I'm going to do that and then make my fullers, stick around, because that's what we're going to do. But I'm going to try to do this one a little different. I'm not going to show everything. I'm going to show steps and the important stuff. So, like I said, we're starting off. This is about a 3/4 inch square bar. So like I said, I think it's either D2 or D3. Either way, it ought to be pretty tough for this. So stick around. Let's see if we can get it done. All right, so we'll come out. We'll find my book. Set down. Alright, now we'll keep drawing this out.
So I got my steel drawn out from 18 inches, which 3 inches on each end is left alone. So 12 inches I've drawn it out. It's roughly about 2.5 foot long now. Now we're gonna go to figure out how to get it in this hardy hole without a welder. So what I'm gonna do is when I come out of the heat, I'm going to the vise. And we're gonna bend this 180 degrees, but you're gonna take the fuller end and bring it towards your steel, and you'll see why in a little bit. So here we go. Bottom fuller. Nice and easy, no welds. Alright, I messed up and let it cool down too much, so I couldn't fit it back in my forge. Unfortunately, I've got a small forge, so I had to re-straighten out my bottom fuller. So I'm going to bring it back out with a lot more heat this time, bring it down, and then I'm going to flip it and bring the other side flat against my anvil. There's your shank. Box in. Alright. Now, I gotta figure out where my curve is gonna be, and I've gotta thin this down even more. Everything I've read and seen says about an 1/8 inch. That's still about a 1/4, so I can take that down another 1/2. So that's what we're getting ready to do next. I'm gonna keep going with this. I'll bring y'all back when I'm done. All right, so I've got it cut down to about where I want it. But before I fold this over to make my ends meet, I need to shape my ends. So for that, I'm gonna go to the grinder. You can do it however you want to, but I'm just gonna round it over and I'll break. And all I did was break the corners on this because that's what I want. I just want a fuller. So the beauty of this is at this point you really can shape them however you want to. You can make butchers, fullers, you know, whatever the hell you can think of. All you gotta do is shape that in to make it what it is. One tool makes one thing. You may end up with a bunch of these until you can figure out some other way to do it where you don't have to. But this is what I'm gonna do, and this is what's working for me right now. So we're gonna go back in the forge, and then we're gonna start bending this oval. So we'll be right back. All right, I got a 4-inch bearing thereabouts. Got it from a customer of mine. I'm going to use this to create the spring roll at the end of the piece. I picked this because, well, the one that's rounded too, I know this will fit in my forge, and if I need to put it back in, I need something that's not going to be too big where I can't get it back in my forge to heat up. So that's what we're getting ready to do. So, here we go. Well, I don't have a spare hammer billet to lay in, so we'll go do something that should be just as tall. I say that works pretty damn good, and I'm pretty damn happy. So, all right, that wasn't too bad. took me about an hour to draw all that out. So start to finish, having never made one, it took me right about, I guess, 2 hours. I can tell you, a real anvil would have been nice, but we got it done. A press, good God. Yeah, after getting to play with one of them, I can tell you this, yeah, they're worth their weight in gold, especially when it comes to drawing out, because they can do in seconds what it'd take you to do hours. So, but that's a quick, easy way to make one without doing welds that will fit your hardy hole, because you can make it fit. Like I said, I probably should have taken it a little bit thinner on the spring. It's a little stiff, but with what I'm going to be using it for, mainly hammers, I kind of wanted a little bit stiffer spring, because that's a whole lot bigger steel than that little Farrier's rasp that I tried it out on. But it works. That's the main thing. I'm happy with it. I think it's going to help me tremendously going forth making hammers. So if you'd like to support the channel, I got some links in the bottom for Teesprings. Right now I got a t-shirt up that is bandbforge, that, you know, blacksmithing because you can't hit people with hammers, because Lord knows we've all had those days. There's also a link to my Patreon in the bottom. I'm not asking for help, but if you'd like to help the channel out, you know, everything that goes in that's going to go into this shop, i.e. replacing Harbor Freight, maybe getting some other tools, and helping me cover some of the expenses on these videos. So, you know, upgrading the camera would be nice. Right now it's a cell phone, but we'll see where we go. But if you liked what you saw, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. If you're new to the channel and you made it this far, you know, think about hitting that subscribe button. I try to get a video out every week. But from bandbforge, we'll catch y'all on the next one.